Before this video gets started, I just want it to be clear that this video is not made for hate purposes at all. It is just a short recap of the things I found the most important that were discussed during the 1.01 Day of Dragons dev livestream.
Subscriber reward LT300, and that's going to be our second cosmetic dragon coming to the game. You can see a lot of red panda influence in this, also some influence from the old buff dragon back in the alpha. It's going to be a really fun dragon. It's our first flightless winged flightless dragon, so it can't fly but it can glide. It can also ride on the backs of other dragons. It's going to be really fun to play. Its special ability is that it can mimic the calls of other dragons, so it's great for distractions. In lore, the Mimickors are the keepers of knowledge. They're the scribes that analyze and get to know all the different species in the world, and they're the archivists that keep history and the lore writers. So they're pretty cool, very intelligent. They'll be the only species in the game that can actually understand the speech of elementals. So if an elemental is speaking, most dragons would just see a bunch of gibberish in their chat box, but the Mimickors would actually get to understand what the elementals are saying. So they're really intelligent little creatures. They're not combat dragons, they're cosmetic dragons. So they're coming to the game soon, and they're going to be really cool. And we're just kind of like starting off showing some really cool stuff. Second thing I want to show you is our Thunder, the lightning elemental, or storm elemental. His concept illustration has been finalized, and this is our third elemental that's coming to the game, with attuned to a lightning. And so now we have fire, ice, and lightning elementals. And here you can see a illustration with his effects on. So he's going to be really cool for all you lightning lovers. He has purple lightning, unlimited power, and so we're excited about the elementals coming to the game. And one of the things that's really cool about the elementals is that the player progression, we haven't talked about this before, but so elementals, you all know, they're going to be feeding on other dragons in order to get stronger and more powerful. So we're working on how they're going to change over, by as they get more powerful, they're going to sort of morph or transform into different types of, a new type of elemental, a new type of creature that's going to take on more of a dragonesque form. So we've been working on, design concepts for the progression for the elementals, and how they'll be able to transform. And ultimately, after this second form, when fire, ice, and lightning elementals come together, they'll be able to merge into a Hydra. 3-player, it's sort of like a vehicle. One player controls the center head and the main dragon, and the other two heads, the ice head and the fire head, are kind of like turrets. So that's how the Hydra is going to work. It's going to be a class 9 player character, so you'll need behemoths to take this thing down when it arrives in the game, and there can only ever be one in the world at a time. So it's going to be really cool. That exciting thing here is I know all of you want to see the Blitz striker, and we're playing Flamestalkers, but it's because of the new Flamestalker tail attack, and I want to show that off here.
How do you do it?
So there's a new mechanic in the game. There's now double click attacks. Right now it's just Flamestalker, but if you double tap the bite button, you'll be able to do a tail attack.
It's really smooth.
And this can even be done while you're moving or running. And
I'm so glad this was added.
Oh,
You
it
guys
gives
needed this.
bleed.
yes, it does armor piercing damage. It's the damage isn't as high as a bite, but it does do armor piercing damage, which makes up for it. It's, you know, because you got those big old spikes on his tail. And what's really, really cool is you can do a bite and a run through tail attack all on the same run through. So I can bite and then tail attack all in one good if you're really good at it. And for those of you that say, oh, I can't get it to work, if you go into settings under controls, there is a double tap tolerance. So this is a new thing that lets you change how quickly the double tap responds. So if you're really slow, you can put it at 1/5 of a second. If you would rather it be faster, you can go up to 1/8. I like it about 1/7.
This is awesome.
Now we're button mashing.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
All that blood.
I'm bleeding.
I tried. You break
So much
me. Well, I
blood.
brake checked you, but it failed.
Here it is.
Need to give you at least one tick of blood. But this is going to really boost the Flamestalker, and we also made improvements to his thermal vision. So, and you can see that little icon down there at the bottom, right next to my stamina. That little icon lets you know how much time is left before you need to refresh it. So, it's really cool. Just a lot of TLC improvements to the Flamestalker coming with this patch, along with TLC to the Inferno Ravager. I want to show off the Inferno's new stuff too. So Flamestalker or Inferno Ravager also got a lot of TLC. One thing is he can take off a lot better.
Yes.
Which was needed. That thing was a beast to get off the ground.
Yeah, so he can take off better now. We fixed the turn glitch that a lot of people were having issues with on multiple dragons. We fixed hitboxes, made a lot of improvements to PvP, and then we also added this really cool ability. One of the drawbacks of playing Inferno is, his range was very limited. And so he was getting kited a lot, especially by shadow scales. And so what we did was we added a ranged attack for him.
Love the sound.
So you can breathe fire, you can spit fire, and you can also turn on fire. And when you activate the Inferno, you'll get a bunch of added defense against certain types of damage, like plasma damage. So, improvements to the Flamestalker. We are hoping, and don't kill me if this isn't true, if it doesn't happen, but we're really hoping for a September release for 1.0.1 during the 5th anniversary of our Kickstarter. So that's when we're hoping to get 1.0.1 out, is next month in September. And the Blitz Striker baby is really cute. I'm going to show some calls off. Not old enough to do that. Oh, and we added a new emote wheel We're getting so many emotes in the game now that we're running out of numbers, so we added an emote wheel. I appreciate y'all watching and not stealing my thunder, pun intended.
Oh,
Aw.
We added a little nose static to the lava mode.
That is so cool.
Parrot. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to the Blitz Striker.
Whoa.
do it again.
Oh, that's sick. That's
That
so
is
sick.
Oh my goodness. That is amazing.
What's his range?
What's your health looking like after that?
So one thing to know about the Blitz Striker, his bile abilities are a little different than other dragons. So the more bile you have, the more powerful your damage is. So with 0 bile, you'll do 1 damage. At max bile, you'll do a lot more. And if you are charged up when you attack, you get a damage bonus. But you know, bile management is going to be very big for the Blitz Striker.
I'm also really happy that you added the lightning and the lighting setting so that people won't be setting any photosensitivity off as well.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
Why are you looking at me like that?
Oh my.
What?
Oh.
What?
Whoa!
Oh my.
Is that the
That's
EMP?
cool.
and that is Blitz Strike.
Yes.
So much yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes. Everything yes.
Oh.
I can turn it off, but it'll automatically dissipate if I don't use it, and then it'll cost me just a little bit of stamina. But you can only activate it if you have full bile, and then it takes 5 seconds to fully charge.
Can you do that while flying?
Alright, y'all just kind of stay there. Eventually as well, but you'll notice that like when it's bright out, you'll have a lot more luminosity with your ability. And then when it's darker, and I'm going to make it dark real quick so I can demonstrate.
Is that direction? Like, depending where you're facing, like the fire breath, for example?
Actually, Parrot, can you do a change time 0 while I'm firing? You can see that
Oh,
Yeah.
it doesn't blind you at
What
night.
the?
That's advanced
That's
darkness.
amazing.
And also you'll notice that like when I start running out of bile, I come down to just maybe a little spark. So
That's a nice effect.
that's cool.
That's cool.
I'm gonna get some more bile here. You see how large the beam of lightning is, and then watch how it shrinks down as my bile decreases.
Oh, that's real nice.
So my damage also decreases.
Love that.
Oh, so damage depends on how much bile you have as well.
Yes.
All right.
And I'm really low on bile, and that's all I can squirt out right now.
I love the head
That's
shake right
awesome.
after.
It locks on. It will target.
Nice.
It'll target up to I think 17 creatures. One for every spine on his body.
Oh, that's a lovely
Okay.
detail.
That's nice. That's cool.
Oh,
And what that does is, you see the 3 little raindrop icons on my toolbar. That's the wet status. And what that does is, it's good and bad. You know, if it's fire, it's good, but if it's lightning, it's bad. And what happens is if you are struck by lightning while you have the wet status on, you have a chance to be stunned, and it also makes the Blitz Striker's attack do 50% crit chance. So you have a really high chance of getting critted, so they'll do even more damage. And we also added this wet screen effect. If it's off, you can turn it on in the settings. There's a lot of new settings added to Day of Dragons.
I like that.
I like that a lot.
I also like that you can turn it on or off, so it's useful for videos.
Uh-oh.
And that should have gave everybody some damage. The stun mechanic is coming. It's not in the game yet, but once the stun is in, the Blitz Strike ability will do. Has a 100% chance to stun. So I just spawned an AI. Yeah, in the bushes. Okay, try over here. So we had people saying, if the Blitz, how's the Blitz going to survive? How's the baby Blitz going to survive? So Amphitheater, not Blitz Striker specifically, but the Amphitheater family have venomous bites, and you're more venomous when you're a baby. So as the Blitz Striker grows, it starts losing its venom potency, but as a baby it can inject quite a bit of venom. And so if I go up to this thornback right here, and I strike it, I can bite it one time, and then move away, and then I can watch it die, because you're gonna watch and it's gonna slowly start getting sicker and sicker, and then it's gonna die just from one bite.
I love flying as the Blitz. It flies so great. Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah, we know it's one of the most popular dragons we've ever designed, and bringing to the game. Some questions folks have had about our store site. You can pre-order it on the store. I know it doesn't say pre-order anymore, but you can pre-order it on our website, davedragons.com. They'll also be going for sale on Steam on the day that 1.0.1 update releases. So if you don't own the DLC, you'll still be able to play at Blitz. You'll just need someone to nest you in with a Blitz nest.
Something a lot of people have been asking that have entered the code in for their Blitz. It won't yet show up on Steam if in your DLC list. It's just a Steam issue not wanting to show anything of the DLC that's not released on Steam yet.
Yeah, Steam doesn't show unreleased stuff in your list unless that unreleased stuff is a beta version. Let me restart that. I'm gonna restart it. There we go. Flack for showing future content before current content is finished, and like some people, I show the Broodwatcher and some people are going to say, why would you guys be spending time making a Broodwatcher trailer when you can be finishing up the 1.0.1 update? And that's not how game development works, because I'm not the only person working on this project. So there are some people on our development team that are far ahead of 1.0.1, and so they are working on 1.0.2, 1.0.3, 1.0.4. Just depends on, and we have people working on 1.1, 1.2. It just depends on where each developer is at in their pipeline. So me being the programmer for the game, I'm far behind everybody else. Like, everyone else is way ahead of me.
Because it brings a lot more life to the entire map.
I think this may actually change the combat meta away from shadow scales, because currently that's what dominates the landscape, is just packs of shadow scales. I think this will actually shake that up.
As long as this will take out a shadow scale, no problem. Yeah.
This is going to change the balance.
That'll depend on the stun mechanic.
In a good way. In a good way.
Really excited to see your videos, Hannah.
Thanks. You too.
So before I leave, how about we all try to summon a thunderstorm? It's going to take all of us to do it, but I think we can do it.
Just one calling?
Yeah,
one call, yeah.
We got to fly up into the atmosphere and start one calling.
So many people.
It's so many.
I like that there's so many moving dragons and it's just smooth.
Yeah.
It's perfectly smooth,
Yeah.
synchronized. It looks good.
Absolutely incredible.
This is awesome.
You call for the storm. That's sick.
How many dragons does it take? We're gonna have to find that out on one of our streams.
The older the dragon, the more it contributes to the storm call. The younger the dragons, the more calling there has to be to summon the storm. And thank you, Anthomnia. Rain. Oh, it's coming.
It's insane. It's insane that
we
my
did it.
streams are still keeping up.
Here we go.
Even with the storm.
Yeah! Oh, that's sick.
Oh!
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there's that decay.
Wow.
Congrats, guys. We did it.
So it's not just a quick boom, you get it.
No,
You gotta work for it.
it's a team effort. Now, Elder Blitzes, you know, it would take a lot less Elder Blitzes to do what it would take the same number of adult Blitzes to do. So, it's just, you know, an ancient Blitz could actually call the storm in one time, you know, because that's how powerful they are. They can do one storm call and boom, it comes in.
Wow.
Elders, it takes less elders than it does adults. But I designed it so where, you know, if the players on the server really want it to happen, they can make it happen. But you know, you're not going to have like 3 guys going around and just making thunderstorms all the time. So, buff type dragon, and that's the Zagovo. So, speaking of the Brood, we'll bring the Brood in, just show players the Broodwatcher, because a lot of the Broodwatcher stuff is already.
Oh.
And there's little baby Broodwatcher.
Oh, it's so cute.
It's so cute.
Willow doesn't like the eyes. Owie. Oh my gosh. Wow. That's a big difference in size.
Yeah, I'm gonna come back over to where everybody else is.
Oh.
Is there any chance I can close this storm so I can leave this down? Thank you much.
Do
Lee.
some weather manipulation here. And we're adding in 101. We're adding a server config option to where you can disable. Oh, look at the pretty rainbow. You'll be able to disable weather on your server, so it just be like whatever you want all the time. And also you can disable time of day. So if you want it daylight all the time, you can do that. If you want it to be sunny all the time, you can do that as well. So dynamic weather and dynamic day-night cycle, that's now a server option as of 101. Pretty cool, huh?
Oh yeah.
The patch notes for 101, it's huge. It's huge. People will say, why is it taking so long? It's because we had a lot of stuff to do to fully fix 1.0, and all that stuff took a lot of time. All right, 1 to 100. So it's 101 for Blitz, 102 for Broodwatcher, 103 for Singe, 104 for Zagovo. No. 101 Blitz, 102 Broodwatcher, 103 is Skin Crafting, 104 is Magma Elemental and Faction Play, Then after that, it's 1.1, and that's Singe Crest and the Micro Zagovo.
Before I end this video, I just want to say thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I hope, you know, it was a good sum up of the dev stream. I also want to say congrats to all the giveaway winners during the live stream. You guys are super, super lucky. Congrats to you guys, and I hope you all enjoyed, you know, all the sneak peeks and exciting stuff they talked about on dev stream. And I just like to mention, they did mention that Eldering is currently in testing. The content creators will be posting videos on trying to figure that out. Nobody knows how to do it except, you know, the devs, of course. So stay tuned for all the other content creator videos on the new Eldering method. And yeah, I hope you all enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for the next one.